evening, and welcome to Sporlitiks, where sports and politics mix and mingle since 2011. I'm Stacy Johnson. Joining me tonight is Keith, the constitutional conservative, Stephen, the independent thinker, and my cousin Todd. We've got a packed show for you tonight. Aguna couldn't join us. He had some dental work, so I think he wouldn't be able to talk too well. But today, Speaker of the House of Representatives Mike Johnson faced a short-lived Republican revolt against his efforts to block the House from voting to end President Trump's tariffs and putting in a continuing resolution until Thanksgiving. Stephen will be talking about boxing, the big match between Crawford and Canelo, the charges against the suspect who is accused of killing Charlie Kirk were filed today. Stephen in NASCAR as he talks about the playoffs as the FBI Director Kash Patel testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee in a fiery exchange of words. You would have thought it was Sporlitiks. Then the NFL, what your team did this week, particularly what the 2024 Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles did this week, and more, if we can fit it in. First up, Stephen with NASCAR. Stephen, I don't think I have a NASCAR. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I have a NASCAR clip for you.
Great.
Let me share the screen and play it.
Take that hat off.
Stephen the Lumberjack. He's the man.
Walk me through that restart and how you were able to get the lead so quickly.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was nervous on the shoes. I didn't know if I wanted to be on the bottom or the top, and whenever Brad picked the top, it really didn't give me an option, and had to pick the bottom. And all night long, I don't know, old tires just really pushed up in the middle of the corners. So I was hoping that that those guys on old tires would push up, and they did. They did, and I was able to get by or get underneath of them. And it wasn't pretty there at the end, but we got her done. So most importantly, this week's obviously been a very tough week, and there's a lot on our mind, and just this one's for Charlie.
I want to ask you about the tough week for the race team too, because you had some very pointed words after the race at St. Louis. How did this team rally to be able to pull this off tonight?
We just know that any given week, it could be us, and it hadn't been us for a long time. But Bristol, baby, tonight it's us!
Christopher Bell advances to the round of 12 the best way possible with a win in the Bristol night race. Going to grab this checkered flag. This one just means so much to Bell and everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy. I hadn't seen that. It was a crazy week, and usually when the race is over, I've got to go on to something else. I don't wait to hear anybody's speeches. I thought it was real sweet, and I hadn't heard anybody talk about it. That's nice of him to do that. That's the sentiment I think everybody I expect from everybody. I don't expect anybody to be kind of like saying really horrible things about somebody who died. But we'll get to that later, maybe. I don't know. But it was a great race. It's Bristol at night. Doesn't get any better. That is the race I want to see. I should have done it this for this race, but it didn't work out for me. But I'm gonna do it one day. It's right around the corner. So great race.
That's Bristol where? Bristol where?
Right at Tennessee and Virginia. Right at the border of Tennessee and Virginia. You can walk across the street. You'll be in one place or the other. It's really cool. It's a really nice place. Really sweet people, really good people, really great race. I've never been to it, and I feel so ashamed because I've been, around this area for a while. Great race. There's just, I think it's about 6 races left maybe for the playoffs. If you want to know everybody that's in the playoffs, Can look at this week they're going to New Hampshire. That's another great race. It's gonna be during the day though, but that's another smaller track. We're always competitive. So we'll see what happens. The usual suspects, the top three that I always say, top five maybe. Everybody has a good chance to win the playoffs. So it's really competitive. It's really nice. The racing's really good. The action's great. And if you get a chance and you have time, go back and check out a race or two. See if you can get into it or go to a race. That's the best thing to do. Nothing like going to a race, especially at night. It's just a beautiful scene.
Are
Thanks,
you
Stacey.
serious? You think Stacy should go to a race car game at nighttime?
Yep. I think she would love it. I think she would
Really?
have the time of her life.
Doing
Steven,
what?
is it
Running
safe?
for her life?
Is
We
it
can't
Yes,
see you,
Stacy.
Keith. We can't see you.
I was saying to Steven, is it safe? Is it safe at night for a lady like
That's
Stacy?
what I was trying to say, Keith. Thank you
Yeah,
for
we're not.
clarifying for me.
Yeah, we're not going into the ghetto, man. We're not going into
Oh,
some place that is like we're not going into South Chicago.
wait.
We're going in. We're going into a nice place where nice people are that have
Let's-
no. They're not going to rob her. They're not going to do the R
Okay.
word or kill her. Nothing like that. These are really
Okay.
sweet, nice people. They carry guns, but they don't use them. They use them if they have to protect themselves or somebody else.
Okay, thank you.
It's
Now,
not a gangland
okay, you can't
situation
just go
over there.
on
You
and
know what I
on,
mean?
Stephen. You
And
have
so,
to take
yeah,
a
but the
breath.
governor of Illinois
No,
doesn't
no,
even
no.
want any
You can't.
help. He wants these people to
Oh,
kill
God.
themselves that look like you every week. You
Stephen,
should be ashamed of your governor,
Stephen,
of the
would you
governor,
please stop
not your governor.
talking? It's
All right,
like
Stacey, I'm sorry.
it's
Let's
like
go
you're
ahead.
high. No, we're
All right,
not going
Stacey.
ahead. We're going to deal with what I was talking about. Keith
Oh.
asked a question, and you never answered it. He asked you this. He didn't ask you whether it was in the ghetto because he knows white people have labeled the ghetto for people that look like him. Poor white people don't live in the ghetto, do they, Keith? Where do poor white people live? Inner city or outer city? They didn't come up with a name for poor white people's areas, only people that look like Keith. That would be inner city or ghetto. See? So,
Thank you.
just a minute. We're trying to figure out if you're going to be safe.
Hey, look, ain't no black person scared to go to Bristol, but there's plenty of black people scared to go through South Chicago.
What does that mean? Listen,
It means you know where you can get killed.
You guys, I'm going to
going to
hijack.
be okay.
Sorry,
going to a
Stacey.
race.
That's why I said earlier. Let's keep it going.
Is
Yeah,
Stacey
because
going
you're
to be
not gonna
safe going
hijack
to a
my
race?
He won't let it go.
I'm going to move
He's like
on.
a chihuahua on a bone.
Keith won't let it go. Keith wants an answer.
I mean, I would just like to know why you all insisted on talking during the video. Keith,
Because they're rude.
Can you
They're
answer
rude.
why
They don't care.
I said, please don't talk through the video.
I'm sorry, Stacy.
People are watching.
I didn't think I'd get a chance if I didn't say what I had to say. So.
Okay, let me start it off, Stacey. They're rude and they're two-faced and flip-floppers. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Stephen, with his racist self, said he's
Why don't we
like
talk
an
about the
American.
fight?
He said he's like an American.
I was joking with Keith.
Did you hear that, Stacey?
Yeah, I was joking with Keith. I'm sorry you're so sensitive. You don't get your little panties in a wad.
You weren't
Yo, your little
joking.
panties in a
That's how
wad.
Can he shut up? So
Can we talk about the fight?
No, we cannot. You have to shut your pie hole.
Todd, you have to stop. I was
How
talking.
did you say I have to stop? You, Stephen and Keith have to stop. They won't quit, and you know it. So you make yourself look dumb by saying, Todd, you have to stop after letting them go crazy on you.
Okay. Well, I'm about to address that. Keith and Stephen, when there is a video, I'm going to make it clear now.
No, I know, Stacey, but he asked me questions during the video, so I was answering his. I didn't initiate anything.
I'm talking to you now.
But I don't know what it hurt.
I'm talking to you now. Please stop talking. I let you talk and I don't say anything. When I'm talking,
go ahead.
I want to keep talking.
Well, go ahead then. If you're going to say it, Stacey, then go ahead. I can't.
And I'm playing a video for the show. or any reason for that matter during the show, please wait until the video stops. And I say that because
look how crazy. Look how crazy he is. I wish we could throw something at him.
Great show. Great show, Stacy. Great show.
Because
Great show, Stacy. Our problems are you.
People are watching, and the people watching may not have seen that video, and they want to hear it. And when you talk over it, they don't hear what's going on, and they miss it.
Right now, the show must go on. Well,
it gets their attention.
Why would nobody's?
Why does he keep? I told him stop talking over me. It gets his attention. It has their attention go somewhere else. So I'm asking you not to talk during the videos. Okay, Keith? Or I'm going to remove you from the show.
Chump. He had 63 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. These were 2 of the best boxers we have right now. But Crawford, what he did, he wanted super middleweight. He came down 3 weights. He's got a belt in 3 different weight divisions. Pound for pound is one of the best boxers that ever lived. He will be Sugar Ray Leonard. He will be Mike Tyson. He will be Muhammad Ali. He will put all of them together. This guy's amazing, and I don't want him to stop. Stacy, don't take the show over like that. I know you're the host. I appreciate you. I love you to death. I'll take you to a race. But do not put me and Keith down while we're doing the show. Nobody wants to see that. That's unprofessional. If you got a problem with us, take it up after the show. Thank you, Stacy. In all due respect, I got to help you out sometimes. And I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
and I don't want to get excited tonight. And I'm trying really hard because I told Keith I would try hard not to get excited.
So
okay, Steven, thank you. Thank you for your indulgence.
I'm going to ask you when I asked you not to talk.
I understand. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't have talked. We understand. We're good. We got your point. We won't do it no more. We got you. Keith, will you?
When I said to you, stop talking.
Keith,
when I said to you, stop talking during the video, what you should have done.
Did you see what he just did?
I don't care. When I said stop talking during the video, what he should have done, Stephen and Keith, was from that point on, stop talking during the video. But they started talking again. They did it 2 times.
Which is total lack of respect.
Total lack of respect for me.
Exactly.
And then you say, don't put Stephen and Keith down. Well, when you disrespect me, I'm going to tell you about it.
Not put them down, just tell them about it.
I'm not putting you down. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be disrespected.
That's all.
That's all. Now, I'm going to move on.
He went to, his screen is black. So that's how silly and petty he is. And so because you're not going to chastise me, Stacy. No. And he knows he's wrong.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right. Please tell me one more time we're not supposed to talk, Stacy. You said it 75 times. We didn't disrespect you by talking. He was just interested. He wanted to talk. Normal people talk. You disrespected him and I. We're not in the wrong, Stacy. And for you to do it after I said, let's do it professionally after the show, and you did it again, shows what a child you are. Nobody acts like that in the professional world. What is wrong with you?
Okay,
I've already said, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm trying to keep calm tonight. But then you did it again, Stacy. That's not normal. Why can't you just act like a normal person for a minute? Why can't we all be adults here? You can put my ass in the corner like I'm 4 years old?
You did.
You can put me in the corner, Stacy? What is wrong with you?
You did that.
Did you celebrate? Did you celebrate? Are you one of the celebrators, Stacy? What's wrong with you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. What's the problem tonight? Why can't we just get on with the show, man?
Shut up.
You don't.
I'm not going to shut up. No, we know I know the policy. He asked me a question. Well, we know what the policy. We screwed up. You want to spend the next friggin' hour telling us not to talk during the thing? I'm just saying it's ridiculous, Stacy. You owe Keith and you owe us an apology. We're grown-ass men. Don't treat us like little kids. Don't treat us like that. Don't treat people like that. I wouldn't treat you like that. If I was a host, let me be the host. I'll run this show. We'll have a better show, Stacy.
So
that was wrong. You don't do people like that. You owe me an apology, Stacy.
I don't owe you an apology because
Okay, you'll never apologize to me. Okay, whatever.
you had it done what you were supposed to do as a grown ass man, we wouldn't have had this problem.
That's not true, Stacy.
That is true.
You didn't say anything before the clip. Don't anybody speak. He said something. He innocently said something. I said something. Who got hurt? Charlie Kirk said something. He died for it. We're talking a little bit. What did it hurt?
Okay.
Do you just want to fight? Do you just want to fight? Do you just want to fight me?
She said stop. It's her show, dingbat.
I know, but she owes me an apology. She owes Keith an apology. We're not little children. No, you don't. No, you won't. No, you never will. And Stacy, that's what your problem is. I apologize for yelling at you. You'll never say you're wrong about anything.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Next subject.
I'm going to move on.
What's the next subject, Stacy? Oh.
He goes, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel's got a first down. He goes, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel's got a first down.
Okay, so Stephen, now you can talk about your team and how they lost to the Packers. Nobody's stopping you there.
Yeah, they went to Green Bay. And an old man told me a long time ago, there's two things you don't do. One thing you don't ever do is bet against Green Bay when they are at home. Green Bay was the second week at home. They're at least a top 5 defense. They're a much better team.
Stand in the corner again.
Why don't you shut your damn mouth when I'm talking? You wouldn't talk to me like that if we were in the same room. So why don't you shut up, man? Just shut up. I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you.
In the same room,
shut up.
Talk to you.
No, you wouldn't. You'd pee yourself. Anyway.
If you look in the mirror, I would probably do that because you look like the devil.
No, I don't look like the devil, man. I don't have any hate in me. Every position you have comes from a position of hate. Everything I have comes from a position of love. Me and you are not the same, my brother. Now, the Redskins are going to be fine. We played a juggernaut. We played a team that's is contending to go to the Super Bowl. We are as well. But our quarterback, Jalen, got hurt a little bit. We're going to see how his status is. We got Vegas on Sunday. Austin Eckler went out. He tore his Achilles. I don't know, probably out for the year, certainly. But we do have Deebo, and I love Deebo. He's an excellent player. He's one of the best players in football. I've never seen anything like him. He's like kind of like you've seen a lot of people, but he can do everything, and he never gives up. He's one of my favorite players. When he was in San Francisco and before he came here this year, he's a good guy. We're hurting on kicker a little bit. Defense, everything's not just wrapped up just yet. And another thing that really hurt us was Scary Terry was holding out, and he didn't practice any time with us at all. So he's still getting acclimated to the team, to the system, because he didn't do anything. He's not football ready yet. We'll be better, but I had no expectations of beating Green Bay. And I wanted to tell you, and I love Crawford too, and I knew Crawford was going to win. And I'll tell you what, I'm not racist, but a lot of times when you take a black guy and a Mexican, generally the black guy is going to win. And that's not racist. That's a statistical fact. But a lot of people that I respect more than anything, besides the goofiness there, was a lot of guys I respect made a lot of valid points about it. And I was like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And this guy is a beast. If you get a chance, you got to watch the fight. I got kind of sidetracked, but you got to see this fight. It's one of the best fights ever. And these guys are crazy. And the one thing I loved about Crawford was I knew he had bigger, better hands than Canelo. And he did. He's just crazy fight. So that, and the Redskins are going to be fighting all year long. I do believe they're still going to be fine, but
I have a question. You were quick to talk about blacks and Mexicans. Now tell me this. If a black fights a white, who's going to win there? It takes 2 of you to win against 1 black, if not 3. Remember to do you
remember? Are you which form of fighting? Boxing, MMA?
Listen to me carefully.
Is that right? A white man can't beat a black man? Come on.
Let me finish.
Never.
Any white fighting any black in any way possible, it takes 3 against 1, and you know it. Just like
Right. It takes 3 of y'all to beat one white.
All right, I'm going to move on. Thank you.
What do you think, Keith? Yuck.
Depends on the person, not the color.
It depends on the person, not the color.
We can't hear him.
I don't hear
Can you
anything,
hear?
Stacy.
We can't hear him.
Y'all are not supposed to talk during this, even if you can't hear it. See, she tricked you. Now she's gonna yell at y'all now. Oh, she's gonna yell at me too.
Okay, so I turned it up as loud as it can go, and
okay.
I don't know why you can't hear it.
Okay.
But that was Andy. I'll stop sharing it. That was Andy Reid talking about the Kansas City Chiefs loss to the 2024 NFL Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, who won against the Chiefs as the Washington Commanders lost.
The Red Commanders could have beat the damn Chiefs as bad as they were beat up.
Steven, why do you keep doing all these wardrobe changes? Are you
Who
trying to
cares?
impress Keith?
Who
With
cares?
all
I'm just
of your
having fun, man.
wardrobe changes?
I'm going to move on.
No, see, I saw your hat. I saw your hat before we came on, so I had this beside me, so I threw that on real fast.
I know.
You got that, didn't you? Just entertainment, man. Just trying to have some fun.
Okay, excuse me. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Charlie Kirk. My church prayed for him and his family, as well as praying for every person who lost their lives that particular day, whose name wasn't as famous as his. But our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends. It was a horrible thing. We are never for the loss of life of anyone. That's a horrible thing. So we're going to start talking about this. I'm going to ask everyone on this, every contributor here, to be respectful of each other, to be kind to each other, to not talk over to each other. This is a very emotional subject, and everyone's opinion counts and is important. So please let everyone finish, Todd, and don't talk over people.
I can't believe this. I cannot get over that. You didn't make this speech when Michelle died. But go on.
Michelle who?
Who you start?
I'm getting ready to play a video, please.
Not Michelle.
Oh, wow.
Latest here on the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, as we continue to learn new details here. Brooke Singman over at Fox Digital posting this a short time ago, saying, exclusive, Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson lived with his transgender partner, according to sources. The individual, who is a male transitioning to a female, is fully cooperating with the FBI. Sources tell me the FBI had texts and other communications between Robinson and the individual that helped FBI authorities solidify that Robinson was indeed the shooter. Again, Robinson has been named the suspect and is in custody. The last question Charlie Kirk answered before he was murdered was, quote, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Charlie replied, quote, too many. He was then asked, quote, do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Charlie replied, quote, counting or not counting gang violence, Charlie was then assassinated. Again, those details there coming from Brooke Singman over at Fox. And we do continue to cover everything related to the assassination here as we learn more about what to expect in the coming days. The Utah County District Attorney now saying that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, seen in these mugshots here, will be formally charged with Kirk's murder Tuesday ahead of his initial court appearance. And it also seems that Attorney General Pam
Bondi, I wish we would have played that because she's going to be doing something, but that's okay.
Let me play the charges that he faces by the Utah prosecution. I'm going to play that now.
For reviewing the evidence that law enforcement has collected thus far, I am filing a criminal information charging Tyler James Robinson, age 22, with the following crimes. Count 1, aggravated murder, a capital offense, for intentionally or knowingly causing the death of Charlie Kirk under circumstances that created a great risk of death to others. Count 2, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, a first-degree felony. The state is further alleging aggravating factors on counts 1 and 2 because the defendant is believed to have targeted Charlie Kirk based on Charlie Kirk's political expression and did so knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide. The state is also charging defendant with count 3, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for moving and concealing the rifle used in the shooting. Count 4, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for disposing the clothing he wore during the shooting. Count 5, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to delete his incriminating texts. Count 6, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to stay silent if police questioned him. And count 7, commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child, a misdemeanor, for committing homicide knowing that children were present and may have seen or heard the murder and did so based on Charlie Kirk's political expression. Also, following the press conference, I am filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty. I do not take this decision lightly, and it is a decision I have made independently, county attorney, based solely on the available evidence and circumstances and nature of the crime. Because we are seeking the death penalty, the defendant will continue to be held without bail in the Utah County Jail.
Okay. I said earlier, let's start with Stephen, Keith, and then Cousin Todd with your comments about, please keep them short, Charlie Kirk.
If you've seen anything that Charlie has done and put out there, you would know he's a loving man, and he's a good man, and everybody that knows him loves him. So that's the mark of a good man. He believed seriously in God. You could tell he believed everything he said. He was a truth seeker, and there's a lot of truth seekers out there, and that's all they want is to find the truth. And they're not locked in on anything. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They just want to make the world a better place, and they believe the truth shall set everybody free. And that's his message that he was spreading everybody. The devil is the lies. The lies is evil, and everything that he's going against is evil. It's evil. Let's just say what happens to all little children when they get mangled up, and they're coerced in doing it by their parents and then by the doctors. And where do we get to a place in this world where that's okay? Where we've all collectively said that's okay.
We don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not talking over you. That kid's gonna. And that's one of Charlie's things. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things about Charlie that made sense. That makes sense. We all got to come to the realization that children shouldn't be hurt like that. You can't hurt little children because they can't be mutilated. They can't be given these blockers. They can't be doing things sexually that they can't ever reverse. That's got to stop. And that's something I think is going to stop soon. I think eventually people are going to start thinking about it. Because one thing that Charlie did that I don't do well He can make people think for themselves. That's why I'm an independent thinker, critical thinker, but I can't make nobody else do it. But he was a brilliant young man, and he could bring people in and get them to think for themselves. And he didn't have to give them the answer at the end. A lot of times they'd figure it out for themselves, because people aren't stupid. They're just brainwashed by the far left. And that's why they can't think for themselves. That's why he's on college campuses, because for decades and decades since the 60s, these children have been brainwashed. These children have been used. They're not being taught anything. They're just being indoctrinated. Most of them, a lot of them. So that's all it is. And that's what he was doing. And he was bringing all this youth into him. And he was getting making sense to them, and they could think for themselves. And they knew they didn't need these colleges the way they did before. That's why I don't believe this little kid worked by himself. It's got to be pretty huge. It's got to be bigger than that. But if it was just this kid, it's just as tragic. It's just as bad. The whole thing doesn't make sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. But the other thing that doesn't make sense to me is these people who are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. That's very sad. I pray for these people. I hope they realize what a huge mistake they've made, and they get better in their lives. They improve. Maybe they find Jesus.
Wrap it up.
Maybe they find Jesus. Maybe these people, because they're demonic. They've got demons in them. I hope all the demons get cast out of everybody, and I hope this will wake everybody up to how the good that Charlie was spreading on earth. Now he's spreading it in heaven. It's a spiritual war we're fighting. I guess they need any more in heaven right now. I don't know, but yeah, it was a terrible tragedy, and I know he's in heaven. So
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Todd, I can do this. I don't need your help. Thank you. Keith.
I just didn't want it to come to me in 5
All right.
seconds.
Okay. I thank you, Stacy. I wanted to say this. I think all that has been said all that can be said has been pretty much said about Kirk. I'll just add to it that he is in a better place than we are right now. Thank God he's with his Lord, and that is the most. Can I speak? All right. Let me just finish, and then if Stacy allows, I'll answer that question. I'll just say that he's in a better place. He's with his Lord, and that is a better place than where we are today. I want to say mostly how we should respond. My thing is, being an instructor, a teacher of self-defense, I want to say what the founders say. We need to readopt the wisdom of our founders. And one of the gentlemen from that time, Thomas Paine, he said that arms, like laws, discourage and keep the invader and the plunderer at all, and preserve order in the world, as well as property. And there was another one, Edmund Randolph, Secretary of State to George Washington. He said, a people who mean to continue free must be prepared to meet danger in person. I like that. Not to rely upon the fallacious protection of armies. We cannot rely on government to protect us, although that is the first job of government, to secure our right to protect ourselves. And if we can't do it, then government takes up the slack. But what we can do, we should do, meaning we should train and prepare, the people should train and prepare themselves to defend themselves against any onslaught against them, any kind of aggression. And that is what my thing is. That is my calling in life, and that is what I will intend to do in the name of the Lord Jesus. Thank you.
Right on, man. Right on, Keith.
Cousin
Thank
Todd.
you, Steve.
Whatever happened to turn the other cheek? That's no good for you no more in the Bible. Okay.
That's a part of it. That's a part of defending yourself.
Right. All right. I was asking Stacy before about her instructions and how she wanted this done, because she wanted to be very sensitive, and but she didn't say that when Melissa Hartman was killed. Matter of fact, I didn't hear any Republicans say anything like that. Now they want to have all kinds of investigations, and Trump is outdone, and the attorney general, she's going to start getting these liberals, and on and on and on, which is so strange to me because Kirk wasn't even in politics. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't an elected official. He was just a person who espoused his views, be it bigotry or racism or sexism. He just espoused his views. And so I didn't understand how all of the conservatives were so overcome with emotion when he was shot, yet they didn't have that same sentiment when an elected official was shot and killed. As a matter of fact, Miss Hartman, Melissa Hartman, was shot 8 times and killed. Her husband was shot 9 times and killed. They have 2 children that they're leaving, and they're in a better place, right, Keith? But the point is, they weren't espousing hate. Matter of fact, Melissa was a Sunday school teacher, Keith. Praise the Lord. So I didn't hear all this outrage when she was shot 8 times and her husband was shot 9 times. Who are you people? Two-faced flip-floppers. So, matter of fact, when this happens to Democrats, Republicans laugh. As a matter of fact, Nancy Pelosi's husband was at 82 years old, beat with a hammer by a psychopath. And they made a big joke out of that. Even Stephen and Keith were laughing about it. And as a matter of fact, Stephen made some joke about, they see that was his boyfriend. I think he had a boyfriend and his boyfriend got mad at him. Blah, 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 blah. About an 82-year-old man who was almost beat to death by a sick weirdo. And so now all of a sudden, Republicans, nobody better laugh at the tragedy. You are a laugh yourself, two-faced. Anyway, it's no fun when that happens to Republicans or Democrats. But we're not going to change the rules all of a sudden because of Kirk. No. What you do for one, you must do for all. Nobody thought it was a joke when Republicans were shot on the baseball field. Nobody thought it was a joke when Gifford was shot in the head. This is no joke. But we're not going to take it any more seriously when a white boy gets shot than a white Democratic woman. That's all. So for you two-faced con artists, stop it.
Who shot her? And we didn't know her, but who shot her? Because we don't know her. Why would our hearts pour out? We've known Charlie for 12 years. Why would our hearts pour out for somebody we don't know?
Only in politics for 4 years, you weirdo.
Well, we don't know her. The world doesn't know her. The whole world knows Charlie, man.
No.
It's a ridiculous argument.
12 years ago.
And you tell me right now. Tell me.
4 years ago. So why are you saying 12 years?
Pardon me. What hate did Charlie ever say out of his mouth? I'll kiss your ass and give you $10,000 if you can tell me what hate came out of his mouth. Because there was none. You've never seen Charlie. Your head's up Oprah's ass. Oh, no. What's that girl's name?
Can I tell you? Look how weird he is. Okay, I'll tell you about the hate. You ready?
Yeah.
Beyonce is horrible. Beyonce. Who is Beyonce? Why is he even talking about her? Her music is horrible. She's hard to even listen to. She's horrible. She's the worst. Why are you talking about some black woman and her music?
I've said Beyonce's horrible. That's not hate. That's an opinion on music. Tell me when he ever spewed any hate out of his mouth.
Okay,
show me. You can't. I will kiss your ass and give you $10,000.
You said that. You already
that man don't have no hate in him.
Let me
He
give you the
didn't have hate in him, Todd.
You
I'm
won't let me
sorry.
give
You're
you the
wrong
hate. You
again.
won't let me tell
If
you.
you could get a
Oh,
billionaire by
God.
being wrong, you'd
He's
be the
sick.
biggest
He is
billionaire that
sick.
ever lived.
This is how sick he is. He'll ask you a
It's not
question and won't
sick.
let you answer it.
Okay,
What's
thank
the
you.
question?
Then he
I'm
talked
going to move
about.
on.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going
Go
to
ahead.
move on.
Answer it.
Out of time.
Tell me
now you
where
want me
was
to
the hate?
answer it.
Where was the hate from Charlie?
If
You
you
can't
would
find
shut
it.
up, I would tell you. He talked about Michelle Obama on. This is typical of him. Michelle Obama. He talked about Oprah. He talked about Sheila Jackson Lee. He said all of these black girls that took white men's jobs
No, he
because of
did not.
affirmative action.
You are no. I'll bet you $1 million on this show right now. He never said that.
Send him this
This is
clip.
what y'all do. That's why
Send
you're the
him-
devil, not
there's a
me.
clip of
The
him
lies
saying
come
that,
out of
you
your mouth,
idiot.
not me. I will not lie. You are the devil. You are the devil's mouthpiece. You've
Send
always
him this
been.
clip.
You're the worst. You are the racist on the show. You are the liar on the show.
go
You
on,
don't care what
Stacey.
you say or
He
do.
moves-
You
Stacey already
you
has
are
the
possessed
clip.
by evil.
He'll send it
I
to your
rebuke
dumb
you in the name
behind.
of Jesus Christ,
You don't
Todd.
even know who that is.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. You are
Lucifer,
filled with
you don't know
demons.
who that is.
Lord, please take these demons out of this man. Please take these
look at
demons.
this.
You've always been full of
I
demons. It's
don't
people
believe
like you
your
that make this
friend
world a bad place.
dead.
People like you. You're a
Okay,
bad
thank you.
person, Todd.
I'm going to move
You're
on.
the kind of person that would have shot Charlie because you're a racist, hateful person. Everything you do comes from hate.
Okay.
Everything Keith and I do comes from love.
You have to
We don't
stop
come
now.
from hate. We
I
are
gotta
not the same. You're an evil person, man.
Steven,
But
you
you
have
can
to
get over
stop.
it. Believe in Jesus Christ and get those.
I said you had to stop. I have to move on.
Do you think they're stupid? No. I think the American people believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of inmates. What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform, and combating the weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you. And we have countlessly proven you to be a liar in Russiagate, in January 6th. You are the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate. You are a disgrace to this institution and an utter coward. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you continue to lie from your perch and put on a show so you can go raise money for your charade. You are a political buffoon at best. Right after she gives this testimony in front of an FBI agent, among others, she's transferred to a minimum security prison not suitable for a sex offender like herself. Who made that decision and why? The Bureau of Prisons. The Bureau of Decisions made it in prisons. You want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid? No. I think the American people believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of inmates. What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform, and combating the weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you. And we have countlessly proven you to be a liar in Russiagate, in January 6th. You are the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate. You are a disgrace to this institution and an utter coward. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you continue to lie from your perch and put on a show so you can go raise money for your charade. You are a political buffoon at best.
Okay. I'm just flabbergasted.
Beyond.
The FBI director would say that to a sitting senator, and
It's-
even that the sitting senator would go back and forth like that. I'm just shocked.
Back and forth. Wait just a minute, Republican. Tell me what that means by go back and forth. Did you hear what the senator was saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so he wasn't going back and forth with him. He was asking him questions that he refused to answer while under oath.
The senator is the worst piece of garbage we've ever had there. He is the worst. And I'm saying that objectively. And if you don't know it, it's because you only watch The View. Is that still on TV or have they kicked that off yet?
Can you send Stephen those clips that I just sent you?
Okay, if you just
send
a minute,
them to them immediately.
Okay, I'm one person. I'm trying to get it all and keep track and do everything for the show. If you can just hold on a minute, First on the
Clips
show,
can be clipped.
our comments.
Watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing.
No one's celebrating his death. That's a lie. You got it. Love YouTube says that.
Who said nobody's celebrating his death? There's people getting fired all over this damn country for celebrating Charlie's death.
And
what are you
then
talking about?
Black
Doctors, nurses, like Todd's sister, teachers, professors,
excuse
pilots.
me.
They're all getting fired for celebrating Charlie's death.
Stephen,
what you did was lie, Stacy, or so whoever's lied, and I guess you believe it. I've told you for a week. I've told you for a week people were protesting it.
Stephen, I'm showing the comments from our viewers.
Okay, well, tell the viewer they don't know what they're talking about.
Stop talking over me.
I can't see it. It's too small.
Okay, stop going over me. Black pilots are DIE hires. You gotta love YouTube said. And then you gotta love YouTube said Stephen needs to smoke weed before the show. He's irritatingly hype. And then you gotta love YouTube says Stacy, you gotta mute Stephen at times. It's too much noise.
Todd's writing all that for you.
I don't need anyone to write anything for me. I can just say whatever I think.
Oh, you wrote it then. Okay, I got you.
I did.
You just told on yourself. You must have. Because you said I can say anything I think. I said Todd must have wrote what they had said, but you said I can say whatever. So
yeah, I
don't know. Let's get on with the show. Correct.
You sent me these videos, Todd. Let me see if I can.
Don't play them. Just send them to him. I don't want them played.
Oh, you don't want them played? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I just want
because it's not going to prove anything. He just wants me to see it. If it was going to prove anything, he wants you to see it played. It's probably some. It's probably some weird porn or something.
Hey, that was good.
Don't send that to me, Stacy. Don't click on it. It's probably going to mess your stuff up.
Stephen, this will be a roundtable. We're out of time. Stephen, Keith, and Stephen and Cousin Todd talk about the FBI director's testimony. Keith.
All right. The testimony to me sounds like you didn't really get much out of it because they were both talking over each other. But I already know how that Democrat is. I know that gentleman. He's a Californian, and he is very bad. Stephen is correct. Everything Stephen was saying about it. He's a shifty guy, very deceptive, very evil. So I don't really have to hear too much from him to know that he is not, he's just not right. I wanted to hear more from Kash Patel, but the other guy was talking over him. And of course, they were both going back and forth. You couldn't really hear much. So that's basically all I had on that one.
All right.
Thank you. Stephen?
Yeah, if you don't know anything about Schiff, then you have to expand your knowledge. You have to do a lot more research or something. But Schiff is one of the worst people in the world. And like I was saying last week, Kash Patel is doing the work of an angel right now. But what I'm saying is what I was saying last week is all these people that are in our Congress, that are anti-American, they're anti-Constitution. They pledge to other countries before they pledge to our country. And the people, the people that celebrate it, all these people that are so anti-American and anti-everything that is good, these people are the enemies of this country.
Okay.
If you're on the left, if you're on the far left right now, that's running on the far left, that is trying to kill us now, that's what they're doing. They're trying to kill us. If you're on that side, you are the enemy of the state. You are the enemy of what's good. We are in power now. We need to stop this now.
Who are we?
Because what we have now is people celebrating the death. When you celebrate somebody's death, you're encouraging somebody else that's lower down, like this little kid, to kill somebody else. That's not just free speech. What you're doing right now is inciting death, murder upon other people who are innocent people. But y'all won't stop. You keep all of y'all on the media. The media, all you do is call everybody that Hitler, everything else. What you're doing is making sure we're going to be in a lot of trouble, but we're not. We have the power right now. We need to do what we need to do and get the people out of power in our Congress.
Calling Hitler. Stacy never called anybody Hitler.
I didn't say anybody on this show. I said it's all over the place on the regular media saying he's a dictator. Y'all, for the last 10 years, what have y'all said about Trump? So anybody that's a Trump supporter, they have to worry about their safety.
You said that about Trump.
Your side doesn't have to worry about your safety. We have to worry about our safety because we're Trump supporters. They were called Nazis. We're called Nazis. We're called white supremacists, terrorists. They're terrorists on the left, not on the MAGA side. See, we believe in God. We're not going to kill people or blow things up or start fires or tear. You know what I'm saying, Stacey? We're not going to do that. They do it. And we need to get a handle on it. We're in power right now. And the people on the left, we know who you are. You're going to be gathered up and you're going to be dealt with. That's what needs to be done. The people that hate this country and hate us and want us dead, you have to be dealt with now because you showed your hand. You showed your hand. You don't play with people like that. You lit the woods on fire.
I said stop talking. I let you talk. Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Now, You Gotta Love YouTube said met DEI hire in reference to what Charlie Kirk said about black pilots and doctors.
Exactly.
Okay, Cousin Todd.
Okay. And he said how.
Wait a minute. That's not hate speech. That's saying you're hiring people that don't have the qualifications just because they're black. That's not hate speech. That is the truth, and that's common sense. I don't want a doctor cutting off my genitals when I'm transgendering. That is there and they don't belong there. And I don't want somebody flying me in a plane that don't belong there. That's DEI. And in the military, when you have somebody that doesn't belong there, and you get killed because of her, then that's DEI. We don't need DEI. And for you to push DEI shows how damn stupid you still are. We've explained to you how bad DEI is.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cousin Todd.
Go ahead, Cousin Todd. Peace and love.
Oh my Lord. Stephen, I'm going to take my time with you because I know you're mentally unstable. DEI hires are everybody that Donald Trump has hired who is unqualified. I said DEI hires is everybody that Donald Trump hired who is unqualified. Surprise. So that's what DEI hires.
Example, Todd, or are you just going to say?
Example, everybody he hired. Kash Patel. Who else? Who's the guy that goes around raping women in hotel rooms and then anchoring the news? What is his name again? That he was accused of rape. He raped a woman in a hotel room. Stephen, help me out. What's his name again?
It was Todd something. His name was Todd somebody. I think he lived near Philly.
Oh gosh, Stephen, sometimes you're funny, but anyway, those people are all unqualified who Trump hired, not these black women. Now, what Stacey wanted to ask about was Kash Patel, who you all conveniently went around and didn't talk about him.
We love him.
Patel is ill qualified, and what Donald Trump has done was, the FBI has been around since 1908, and for the first time they have two directors. Dan
Bongino.
He's
not the director.
There's two. Just in case Kash Patel gets to be too much of a shiny-eyed monkey, he's out. And Bongino is in. America first. So that's
the first time he's ever said that. Thank you, Todd. You finally put America first. I think you got Jesus tugging at your heartstrings. I think you got Jesus tugging at your heart now.
Now, so this is what Trump does for his boy toys. Dot heads, shiny-eyed monkeys, sand monkeys, all of them. He set
You are the
up
only
where
racist that's
if
ever been
you
on this show,
will you
Todd.
shut up?
What did
He
you just
set
call
you
that
up.
Indian
Would
man?
you
What did you
shut
just say
up?
about that
Oh
Indian
my
man?
God, I can't.
What gives
I,
you the right to say that? You
Stephen,
don't want nobody to say nothing like that against
Stephen,
you. He
Stephen,
called him a red dot.
I don't care. I don't
I didn't
agree
call
with
You
him
would
a
him.
care
red dot.
if I called somebody the N-word.
No, you've done it on the show, and I didn't agree with it. I don't agree with Todd. But
No,
guess
I
what?
was repeating what he said.
I don't care. I asked you not to talk while other people were talking. He
I
didn't
know,
talk.
but all right.
No,
Well, good
but
luck. Good luck with the
this is
Indians.
what I'm
There's about
talking
2 billion of them
This is
coming
what I'm
after you,
talking
Todd.
about, Stephen.
All right.
When
See.
someone asks you
All
not
right,
to
we're
do
good.
it, you do it anyway, and then you get mad when I keep bringing the stuff up and keep saying, "Why do you keep doing that?"
What happened to Todd?
I don't know. But let me show. You Gotta Love YouTube says, I turn the volume down when Steven starts spazzing. And what an attitude. Then I Gotta Love YouTube says, You Gotta Love YouTube says, exactly, Todd. Then You Gotta Love YouTube says, you're talking about the head of security or something. I guess he was responding to Cousin Todd trying to come up with a name or something. I don't know what happened to Cousin Todd, but we are out of time. To our first responders in our communities, you make our lives livable. Thank you, thank you, thank you to our women and men of the U.S. military and all that you do in sacrificing your lives so that we are free to say whatever we choose on this show. We are forever indebted. On behalf of Keith, the constitutional conservative, Stephen, the independent thinker, and my cousin Todd, I'm Stacey Johnson. Let's keep this conversation going on Facebook. Check us out on X. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sporlitiks. Please follow us and like us. Oh, I didn't play the videos. Please follow and like us on TikTok at sporlitiks.com on TikTok. Please like us and follow us on Instagram. Please check us out on Stephanie Stallworth's The Flow Television Network. And I want to see if I can play a clip.
Sporlitiks baked beans with soul. We're going to get all our ingredients together, our brown sugar, our pineapple chunks, not crushed pineapple chunks. I always use bushes of vegetarian baked beans. Let's keep that beautiful bean footage rolling. And onions. You would never know there were onions in these baked beans. I hate onion smell on my fingers, so I'm going to use gloves to cut these onions and chop them up really, really small. Then we're going to cook that turkey down, as my Johnson grandmother from South Carolina would say, dom. And for you Northerners, that means D-O-W-N, down. We're going to add all the ingredients into one pan, mix up really good. Preheat our oven to 350, cover it up with foil, put it in the oven for 1 hour exactly, and voila, enjoy.
I'm coming over Stacy's for dinner.
That is one of our videos that we will share with you all, one of our cooking videos. I'm going to share one more that we're going to share with you.
This is Todd.
No, I don't think it's Todd.
That's the one with Todd. Yeah, Todd was doing that.
No, it's not the one with Todd.
Sporlitiks dirty rice. I used a breakfast pork sage hot sausage. You can use any brand as long as it's spicy. Of course, you better cook that pork thoroughly. I use Zatarans with a Sporlitiks twist. I don't know about you, but I don't have a ton of time to cook any dish, let alone dirty rice from scratch. So I'm going to follow the directions on that box and add the water, the seasonings, the rice, and all the oil from that hot pork sage sausage. Make sure you mix that up really, really well and bring that baby to a boil so you can get all that great seasoning throughout. And then you're going to cover it and then bring it to that boil again, uncover it, let it simmer. And like my grandmother says from down south, my Johnson grandmother, she says, you let that thing cook down. For you Northerners, Dom means D-O-W-N. Stir it up really good. Voila. Enjoy.
All right.
All right.
This is our lifestyle segment. We have a lifestyle segment where everyone gets to share their famous or popular or delicious recipes with you all, our audience. And hopefully, Keith said he's not going to participate, but hopefully one day Stephen will participate.
Oh, I will.
One of his very popular or anything that he particularly likes to cook.
I'm just saying everybody wouldn't be able to eat it
Why is that?
because y'all would not be here.
Why is that?
Because if I cooked it, I would be sad that everybody wouldn't be able to eat it because y'all are out there, not here.
Stephen's a
no one-
mountain man.
Yeah,
Mountain
but
man.
no one can. I don't understand because no one can.
No, I said I'm going to make some really good food and y'all can be able to see it. I'm just sorry that none of y'all will be able to eat it
Oh,
because y'all aren't here.
all right. So let me share this one.
This is an easy to make cold pasta salad year round, but it is especially delicious during the summer. I use a tricolor rotini pasta. Make sure you rinse all the starch off of it. Prep your vegetables. I prefer to a tomato, fresh parsley, and a green pepper. I put my vegetables in sparingly because I prefer to taste more pasta than vegetables. You may prefer more vegetables than pasta. Up to you. Add whatever floats your boat. I'll use salad supreme and the zesty Robusto Italian salad dressing. To taste, stir it up really well. Put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Let it chill. Take it out. Re-stir it. And serve. Voila, a tasty salad. Just the way you like it. Enjoy.
This is a part of our lifestyle segment of our show. You can see all of these videos on our Instagram page, on our TikTok page. Please check it out if you want to try the recipes yourself and have a great side dish. Todd did a really, really complicated dish that I was trying to find for you. We did post that on our Instagram and our TikTok pages. Let me see.
Sporlitiks baked beans with soul. We're going to.
That's not it, but I can't find Todd's because I wanted to share Todd's dish. He did a very complicated dish. I think I'll share it next week. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Good
night.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
That was a great show, man. Great show.